Uh-oh, 1 second, 1 second. I gotta rotate this thing. Okay. Hold on. I'm coming. Y'all know I finally figured out the way to work the thing, but I'm trying to fix the trying to fix this thing real quick. Hold on. I think we might just have to do it like this. Is that good, you guys? Let me know. Is that good? I'm trying to see the comments. All messages. Is that good? Uh-oh. Hi, you guys. I'm making a mess. Okay, we're good. I'm knocking down stuff. Y'all forgive me. Okay. I think that's good. So, how's it going? How's everybody this Saturday night? Y'all going out? Y'all got plans? Y'all in for the night? What's happening? How was y'all's week? Hey, Miss Amber. How are you? I thought I saw Crystal, but I don't know what happened to her. I know she, hopefully she comes back. Crystal, if you're there, say hey. I hope I didn't lose you. Alright, so I'm going to give everybody a minute or two to get online. Okay. So, Miss Amber, you've been studying all day. Or Miss Burley, TTC, excuse me. Yeah, to be honest, like, I really didn't do much of anything today. I was kind of in the house, did some little housekeeping, stuff like that. Not really anything too exciting, unfortunately. But it was good, because I think everybody just needs a break sometimes from everything, just to relax and get your mind right, for the upcoming week. So I'm gonna give it another minute, and then we're gonna talk tonight, you guys, about cruising and some of my pet peeves. So I don't know if you guys have some of these pet peeves, but we'll go over them. I'll tell you guys a couple of stories about the reason why some of these things are my pet peeves. So we'll get into that. So yeah, last week, if you weren't here last week, we talked about, just some girl chit chat about dating, how life is, and my some of my experiences and what I'm looking for now that I'm a single woman again, and it was really good. I was really I think people will get a lot from it. So if you have not watched that video, go ahead and check it out. It's still it was a live stream, but it's still viewable on my channel. So when you have time, go ahead and check it out. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I always try to reply back to you guys if you ever leave me a comment. So just go ahead and leave me your thoughts on that. So being like last week, we kind of did a lifestyle live stream. This week, we're going back to cruising because that's one of the things I love best in life, and just talk a little bit about some of the things that might get on your nerves, when you cruise, and it's not just other people, it could be circumstances, what have you. So let's just go ahead and dive into the conversation. I did take some time to make some notes about some of the topics that I definitely want to hit on tonight. So you guys, make sure you join in. Hey Kim, how are you? Make sure you join in. Let me know what your thoughts are on some of these things. So All right, you guys. So, the last cruise that I went on, not the last one, but the one before that, um, I ended up getting the drink package. And it was really good. Like, I really enjoyed it. And, it was just something different, because I'm normally not a big drinker. I don't really drink unless I'm out socially or on vacation. So, I wanted to try it because I wanted to try different drinks, and I didn't want to just be buying drinks just to try them and didn't like them. So, my first cruise pet peeve is going to be drunk people. Like, people that make sure that they get their money's worth and they just lose their minds drinking on the cruise. So, my first story about drunk people is this was, I think, 2015. I did the breeze out of Miami. And that was my first, like, no, it wasn't, no. At that time, the breeze was the largest ship that Carnival had. And so the trip was going well for the most part. Everything was good. And then we hear this um, announcement over the live speaker, and it's the most scary announcement you ever want to hear if you're cruising. Can y'all guess what the announcement was? I'm gonna tell y'all. Y'all go ahead and guess. I'll give y'all a second. Go ahead and guess. No takers? Well, the announcement was man overboard. No, Cam, they weren't out of soda. It was man overboard. And when I tell you, like, that is so scary thinking about, oh my gosh. Like, I remember I think it was the formal night, and it was, we were on the breeze, and and it was the night of the captain's ball. So everybody was getting dressed, people were having a good time. And then all of a sudden, I remember I was sitting in my cabin getting ready, and then we heard man overboard. And like my heart just jumped because I was like, oh my gosh, like, what if it's somebody's child? Like, what if somebody got pushed? You hear about like murders and things like that happening on cruise ships and stuff like that, but this was really scary. So after we heard the man overboard, you kind of felt the ship like starting to slow down. Like, it wasn't like a jerk or anything, but you can feel that the engines weren't running like they normally would be running. And so the thing was that sorry, I got a phone call. I tried to put it on do not disturb, but I don't know what happened. So anyway, sorry about that. Hold on, that messed up my whole setup here. Okay. Hold on 1 second. Technical difficulty. Okay. So anyway, the captain slowed down the ship, and then he came on the live speaker, and he said, brace yourself wherever you are on the ship. We have to do a maneuver to basically turn around and go back and try to get the person, that had fallen overboard. So, you felt the little vibrations and everything like that. And the captain turned the ship around, and thank God it was not nighttime yet. It was almost nighttime. It was like dusk, so you still had a little bit of sunlight. But hey Crystal, they were able to actually turn the ship around. They were able to slow down enough to go and get the person that had went overboard. So the cruise director came back on the phone, or the loudspeaker, and they were like, we were able to successfully rescue the person that went overboard and everything like that. So now I don't know if y'all know about cruise gossip, but people start gossiping and speculating about what actually happened. So by the time we went to dinner, we heard the story of the person that went overboard and why they went overboard. Well, they had ordered the drink package, and he had gotten to his 15 drink limit. And so he was told by the bartenders that he was not going to get served anymore. So he got mad, put on a life jacket, and jumped. Now you done messed up everybody's vacation because you want to be an idiot. Exactly. It's cruise gossip, but I honestly believe this is what happened because when you hear the same thing over and over again, you tend to believe, okay, it might be fluffed a little here and there, but this is probably what happened. So, yes, the man went overboard because he was drunk. He didn't need no more drinks, and they wouldn't give it to him. So he decided to mess everybody up and jump overboard. Now, he was probably drunk, but at the same time, he probably had some type of um, coherency, because if he was coherent enough to put on a life jacket, he was not that dumb to, to jump into that water. Yes. So he had to take a little bit of precaution and went ahead and jumped overboard. And they went and got him. And of course, on the next port, if you know that if you cause trouble, they will politely put you off. So he got put off in the next port. So that's one of my pet peeves. Learn how to hold your liquor. If you are not a regular drinker and you can't hold it, don't ruin it for everybody else, because it could have been a lot worse. It really could have been a lot worse. Um, you know, having to stop the ship. You're right, having people have to get out there on those boats to go get this idiot when, he could have used a little bit of common decency and, just not made it bad for everybody else. So I don't do drunk people. They mess up stuff. If you're going on vacation, do yourself a favor. Learn how to hold your liquor. And get a friend. Friends don't let friends be drunk. So get you a friend if you think that you might just overdo it. That way, they're looking out for you. And don't get one of those friends that like to take pictures because they try to blackmail you. Yeah, don't get those. So anyway, that was my first one. Drunk people. Stay away from them. Don't be one of them. All right, so let me see. Let's see what some of the comments are. Oh, so yes, that was probably crazy, Miss Amber, seeing people. Oh, seeing people in a boat, traveling, while you're trying to cruise. So yeah, that is crazy. I actually have a story about that. I have a story about everything. So it'll be a short one because I want to get to all my points tonight. So this was the next year, 2016, I think. I'm not sure. But we were going on the Sensation, and oh no, we were going on the Sensation, and we were late leaving. Not too late, but later than we should have been, because we actually drove to Miami the same day, which I don't recommend. But anyway, we were late leaving. And so we were on 95. If you're familiar with Florida, I live in Florida. We were on 95 heading towards Miami. And so my phone started to go off. Like, I got a text message, I got an email, and then I got a phone call, and it was all from Carnival. So being that I was already stressed out that we were leaving late, and then getting those phone calls, I'm like, well, what in the world is going on? So I listened to the voicemail, and the voicemail said that our ship was going to be late leaving because the Carnival Sensation had to stop and pick up some migrants, people in boats that they saw floating, I guess, in the ocean. And I don't know if it's a maritime law or anything like that, that you have to stop and assist if you can, but the ship was late getting back to the port. So it kind of worked out that they told us, take your time, give yourself a couple extra minutes or whatever if you're on your way. That way, you're not waiting too long because the ship was late because they had to pick up those people. So yeah, that does happen, seeing ships in the water like that. So let's go ahead and move on to our next little topic here. Fees. How do you guys feel about fees? I know people say that cruises are supposed to be all inclusive, but I mean, if you've ever cruised before, you know that it's not the truth. There's definitely extra fees, um, things that aren't included, and stuff like that. So, does it get on your nerves when the cruise lines like nickel and dime you about things? Because I know, like, they say, okay, once you get on the ship, you really don't have to spend any more money unless you really want to. But I mean, come on. There's going to be something else that you're going to want to do, things that you're going to want to add. And, it can add up. So I don't know if you guys, this is a question for you guys, if you've ever done all inclusives and how do they differ from cruise vacations as far as being all inclusive, like with fees and things like that. Because I've heard, now correct me if I'm wrong, that sometimes for all inclusives, like drinks are included, like specialty dining is included, and you really just pay one flat rate. So I don't know. I'm thinking about maybe trying to all inclusive at some point, um, and see how that works. So you guys tell me what you think about fees and extras, and what are you willing to pay extra for on a cruise that is not already included. Let me know what y'all think. Yeah, I agree, Miss Bird. I rather just pay one thing and let that be it, and that really does include like everything that I want. Because let's see, what we got. Another comment here from Cam. Yeah, I agree. I think it would, to me, I rather just know what it is. And if you're planning out your vacation, you should know what your budget is and everything like that. You pay for your cruise a year in advance or 6 months in advance, and you don't want to be like, okay, well, I've already invested X amount of money in here. I don't want to leave my trip with another bill or run my credit card up again, just because of all of the extra things. Now, I know some people really believe in some of the extra stuff, um, you know, but on the last cruise, I did go to the steakhouse. Um, it was not the Fahrenheit 555 on Carnival. It was just, how they just name it something? It was just one of the name ones. And this was on the, Lord, the Liberty. I just did the Liberty. I wasn't all that impressed. I mean, I think what sells it is the experience. Um, but the food, to me, it was just mediocre. I probably could have just went to the dining room or wherever. Like, I didn't feel like what we had was so spectacular, or the best option on the ship, because they kind of push the steakhouse as being like the ultimate. Not the, I know they don't. They push the chef's table or whatever, but that's weird food. I would never pay for that. It's like they give you a couple crackers and send you on your way and charge you $90. Like, I don't want to do that. But for the steakhouse, I just felt like it wasn't what I expected it to be. I mean, the experience was nice. Um, the atmosphere was nice. It was very quiet. Very what's the word? I guess they were trying to do a romantic vibe up in there. I don't know what they were doing, but I mean, it was okay. It was okay for $35. It was fine. But I wouldn't pay for that. I would prefer that just be included in my cruise fare. And I know we talked about gratuities. Actually, Miss Burley TTC talked about gratuities for a while last night. So if you have not checked out her live stream about the increase in Carnival's gratuities, I would implore you to go and check that out, because it was some really good information about raising the prices, and we had some really good dialogue on how we felt about that. So if you haven't checked it out, go and check that out. So moving on, we're gonna keep this moving. Let me answer a comment, and then we'll keep it moving. Yeah, girl, chef table is not for me. I think they just come up with something, and I'm telling you, it just looks like a little cracker and one little cube of meat and a little flour, and they say that no, I'm not gonna pay $90 for that. I want a meal. I don't want a snack. All right. So next on my list, I know this is controversial, is going to be casino smokers. So I don't know if you're a smoker. Hey, to each its own. Everybody has their thing that they do, and that's fine. Like, do you, boo, okay? However, I personally like the casino. I like the casino a whole lot. And so when I cruise, for me, I feel like the people that win are the smokers and in the smoking section. So if you want to win, you gotta go sit over there and half die from all of the smoke, if you actually want to get on a machine that is actually doing something. And it wouldn't be so bad if they weren't so nasty with it. Like, I know that the staff does a really good job of trying to keep everything clean, trying to keep everything tidy, making sure that they're moving ashtrays and everything. But these people leave ashes everywhere. The machines got little stuff on it, and it's just not pleasant, if you are not a smoker, if you don't enjoy that. It is it is just not enjoyable. Like, I don't like that. Like, be clean with it if you're gonna do it. It's a public place. But at the same time, be courteous of other cruisers and their lungs and their life. Like, we want to live after the cruise. We don't want to die from smoke inhalation. And we want to win on the machines. Like, this is not fair. So I think they do have a smoking section. But like I said, it's like the dumbest machines that they put over there. Like the ones that nobody really wants to play on, and they don't pay, and they're expensive per spin. And it's like, no, I want to sit at the machine that is actually going to give me some money. And, and not feel so uncomfortable, it's not a good feeling. So that's one of my pet peeves is cruise smokers. They got a whole section of the ship. Y'all go out there in the air and smoke there. But I know that Carnival's not gonna put them out because they do bring in a lot of revenue, and people that smoke also drink, so they keep the bar going. So it's an incentive for them to make these people comfortable, but it is at our expense. So I don't know. What do you guys think about cruise smokers? I know Miss Bird Lady TTC said give them the boot, but they're not gonna do that. They're not gonna do that. But I don't know. That's just something that really gets on my nerves. Like, I just can't stand it, and I wish they would have better ventilation. If anything, I think they can do better with that, and that would make me feel better. If they had better ventilation. But if you've ever walked the halls of the cruise ship, when you get close to casino because you get that smell. And so that's just something that gets on my nerves. So, anybody else want to comment about casino smokers? Okay. So Cam said it doesn't really bother him. All right. Well, yeah. I agree. Better ventilation, a designated side, and if you've been on the Vista or the Horizon, I know that they have, the funnel thing is like enclosed in glass. And I feel like if they would have the smokers like over wherever that is and in the glass enclosed space, and maybe have like some doors or something that, slide open and close, that would be so much better. That would really, I think that would encourage a lot of people who don't smoke to go in the casino and know that they can get at a good place and actually win some money instead of being choked out. But anyway, they're trying to make some money, so I get it. It's just one of my personal pet peeves. So, all right, so this one is probably gonna touch a couple nerves here. Let's talk about gluttony. And what I mean by that is like people that go on a cruise ship and every time you see them, they are eating. And it's not okay. Yes, you have paid your money. I get that. I understand that you want to get what you paid for, but why go and make yourself sick? And that doesn't make any sense to me. Eat what you can, you know, and leave some for somebody else. Like I just don't understand why people want to just go and eat and eat and eat and eat and eat. Like, and this is the thing that gets on my nerves with it is now I know that they changed the room service. Um, I know they changed the room service to where you can't order, free stuff all night long. It's where you have to pay for it now. But if y'all have ever walked down the halls of, the where the cruise cabins are, you will see people with trays of food just sitting outside of their doors. Now, I don't know about you, but when I'm walking down the hallway, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see, half eaten sandwiches. I don't want to see melted ice cream. I don't want to see, I don't want to see that, and that's not the place for it. If you order something or if you have food order into your room, just call your room steward and tell them to come get it. Don't put it outside so that it disturbs the walkway for everybody else. Like, that is so annoying. Like, I hate to see that. It makes the ship look nasty. It makes it look dirty. Like, I have seen people leave cups and stuff in elevators, and I don't know. It's not a good look, and I know that those people work so hard to keep everything so clean. So I just think that's just disrespectful, to the workers to have to clean up like that. Like, don't be like that. And if you are gonna be that person that wants to eat all day long, go to the buffet, okay? And this is the reason why I like anytime dining, so that I can sit with who I want to sit with. And not that I didn't enjoy sitting with other people, but if you've ever cruised and you've ever had somebody at your table and they literally order everything off the menu, like, for real, we're gonna do that. Like, I'm gonna have to sit here while you eat all 5 of your appetizers and all 3 of your entrees and 7 desserts. Like, really, you are holding up the whole table. If you wanted to eat like this, go to the buffet. We don't have time for this. I don't want to go to the dining room and sit there for 3 hours while you order everything on the menu. Like, no. That's not what this is for. That's not how they intended it to be. If you want to eat like that, go to the buffet. Nobody's going to say anything for the most part. I mean, you might get a couple of looks, but you're going to aggravate more people at your dining table than if you go to the buffet and just get them all. Just get them all at the buffet. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? What are your thoughts about people just eating just so much and all the time and just massive amounts of food? And then the people that don't eat it, the ones that just get it and waste it. So let's see what we got in the comments. Yes. When you hold up dinner service, you really hold up you really hold up the people that are trying to get. If you are at a 6 o'clock dinner, okay, you don't have 4 hours to sit there and order everything. You have to go ahead and eat what you're gonna eat and move out of the way because the 8 o'clock people have to come. Like, don't do that. I think that's just too much. And I know that they're working on having options that are like 24 hours. If you get hungry, just go on up there and get you a piece of pizza. If you get hungry, go have an ice cream cone. Buy the ice cream machine. Don't bring it to your room. But yes, I cannot stand that. Like, people that just go and they take advantage. To me, I feel like that's taking advantage. Because yes, I agree, you did pay your way, or you pay for your food. And yes, it is included, but just be courteous. If you are really going to eat all that food, then really eat it. But if not, don't waste it, because there's so many people that have to go without food. There's a food scarcity going on, and I just think, it's to me it's immoral to do that, to just get food and waste it. So I don't I that's one of my pet peeves. Like, I can't stand that. Let's see. Yeah, I agree. I agree. If you're gonna get something, or if you're going to the buffet, that's another thing. Don't hold a buffet line up either. Like, you know, if you just walk by it and see what's on it first before you get in that line. Don't get in line holding up the buffet line, because I know people get upset about that too. If you're gonna get something, then just go ahead and get it and get out of the way. Because other people are trying to get through. Um, and you can always go back for seconds. Like, get a reasonable amount, because okay, I don't like all the cruise food. Some of the food tastes funny. So I don't want to get a whole bunch of something because I think I'm going to like it. Um, and then not like it and then waste it. Just get a little bit. If you like it, that's great. Enjoy it. If you want to have seconds, go ahead and get in line, have some seconds. So don't be that person. I agree with what you said, Cam. I don't know physically how they do it, because it's just too much. It's just way too much. And if you've ever overeaten, it is a miserable feeling. Like, miserable. Like, you don't want to walk. It makes you feel sluggish. And when you're on vacation, you want to be able to enjoy things and move around and, be lively. You can't do that if you're so full sitting in a corner somewhere. So no, I don't want to do. So let's see here. Oh no, Amber, that's terrible. Yes, I'm telling you, like, some people just get really upset about the buffet line, which I just feel like is really not that necessary. Like, y'all just, I don't know. I don't know what to say about these people. Like, I get what I want, and then I go and have a seat, and I enjoy it. And if I want something else, I go and get it. Yeah. People get mad about that. To be honest, like, if you're in line and you only want one thing, I'm the type of person. Okay. I will let you just get in line to get whatever you were gonna get. I don't see how that robs me of the 5 seconds that you got in line to get your item. Like, if that's what you wanted and that was all you wanted and you're getting out of my way, I don't care. Just come and get it and move on about your life. Like, I don't think it's that big of a deal, but some people, they don't like cutting in line. So maybe that's one of their pet peeves. Who knows? So yeah. Oh, I meant to say this when we were talking about food outside of the rooms. Have y'all ever walked by, not in a too nosy kind of way, but ever walked by and just peeped in some of these people's cabins, like when they're cleaning and everything? Because I have. I just want y'all to know, some of these people are filthy. Just disgusting. Like, I don't understand how some of these people mess up these cabins so bad in 3 or 4 days. I'm talking about trashed. Like, they trash these cabins. I feel so bad for the people that have to clean them, because I have walked by and seen stuff just everywhere. Like, this is not your house. Like, do you really live like this at home? Like, come on. Really? I mean, things are just everywhere, and I don't know how those people clean up around all that mess and clutter. Like, it's bad. Like, some people's cabins are bad, and I really try to keep my cabin nice, because it is a small place anyway, and so I don't want stuff everywhere. I don't want clutter everywhere. I'm not going to trash these people's place and have them vacuuming 2 or 3 times a day because I want to drop crumbs, or I'm not watching my child and my kid it has ice cream all over the carpet. Like, come on, like, don't be like that. Like, those are the type of people that I cannot stand. And then they are the first ones that want to try to remove the tips, and that is not nice. So, have y'all ever walked by anybody's cabin and seen it and be like, ooh, girl, I would not want to clean that room? Y'all let me know in the comments. Yes, you are so right, Cam. I mean, it gets bad, and I would not want to. I think I saw a poll that John Held put out. I don't know if you know John Held. He's the cruise ambassador for Carnival. Um, and he was like, "Would y'all rather do service in the dining room, like be a server, or a room steward?" And I'm like, that's not even that's not even a question. There's no way I want to clean y'all's rooms. I will come and bring you your salad. I will come and refill your water. But I'm not cleaning y'all's rooms. I have seen some of these cabins and they are atrocious. Atrocious. Like, bad, bad. So no, I would not want to clean rooms. That is not something that Shara looks forward to. No, no ma'am. Too nasty. Too bad. I can't do it. Cannot do it. So, what else y'all think about those rooms? I have seen some stuff that I did not want to see. Yeah, Cam. I always really try to make sure that I tip. I do the prepaid gratuities. And I don't feel like I get less service doing that. I don't feel like I get any more service. I just feel like I get the service that I'm accustomed to by doing the prepaid gratuities. I never remove them, you know, even if I have bad service, or if y'all saw my first cruise chat live stream, I was talking about how they just messed up everything in my. I didn't get my water as a gold member. I didn't get my pen. I didn't get the right. My name wasn't on any of the papers, that came to the cabin. But I don't. That wasn't the cruise guy's fault. He was just giving out what he was given. So I wouldn't take away his tips for that. I don't think that that's a reason to not pay him, because he did clean my room. He did do what I asked him to do. So, I make sure I tip those people. That's how they make their money, basically, in the tips. I don't think that they get outrageous salaries. I don't think any of them do get outrageous salaries. I know Americans wouldn't work for it. I know I wouldn't. Not in this lifetime ever. So, I think it's good to always tip them, say thank you, say please. They're not your servants, they're not, okay, I'm gonna say it, they're not slaves. So, that is their job. And you just treat them like it's their job. You say please, you say thank you, you're courteous to them. If they to me, they always always out of their way. If I see them in the hallway, they'll say my name, which is difficult for most people to say my name. They'll say my name, good morning, what are you doing today, how's your day going? And they always make you feel so warm and special. So I think it's robbery to remove tips. I think that the people that the crew, they depend on them. So, and I feel like the cruisers that do remove tips, they don't do it for the right reasons. It's not because they weren't served. It's not because they didn't have good service, for the most part. Now, I know it's It might be a couple of little situations where people had issues, but I think that the main reason why people remove tips is because of sticker shock. Towards the end of the cruise, they go and check their bill, and then they see, oh, I've been charged $100 or whatever for tips. And if you're a couple or whatever, $200. They'll, it's just sticker shock, and they're like, oh no, I I can't afford this. So then they go and remove the tips, and it's like, you should have been better prepared, because don't take away those people's tips just because you didn't plan accordingly, and they told you when you first signed up that you were gonna, that's what they were gonna do. They were gonna charge you X amount of dollars a day. So be prepared for that. That's not those people's fault, that you overspent, or you, whatever the case may be, you didn't plan accordingly. So I mean, I think that's pretty terrible if you remove tips. And I will tell you, I don't like that. So don't remove tips. Let those people live, because that's what they're trying to do. All right, so I have like two more little short stories, and then we're just gonna have some free dialogue, and we can just talk about whatever. Um, you know how, like, you guys get your fun times for Carnival? They'll send you little fun times, whatever, and they have these quote unquote deals. But to be honest, I really don't think any of that stuff is a deal. Um, Now, me and Miss Burley TTC went to the bingo on the trip, on the last trip we went on, and the bingo was like 20 or $40. It was something like that. Anyway, it's supposed to be a $5,000 bingo, right? So you go, everybody's so excited, you're trying to make sure you don't miss anything, and then they tell you, okay, the jackpot is going to be $5,000. So of course you're like all in, because if you can spend $20 and get 5,000, like, that's a win. I mean, you can't. It's hard to do in the casino. So if you can make it in bingo, then you're a winner. So this is the catch. So for the $5,000 bingo, you have to get bingo before, in 50 numbers, basically. I think the numbers go from 1 to 75. So if they've called 50 numbers and you get the bingo within the 50 numbers, then you get the $5,000. But if they go over 50 numbers, it's like however they feel. So the bingo could go from $200 they can give you $500 if they want to. If they're feeling, gracious, they may even give you 1,000. But I have not known anybody to get the $5,000 bingo, and I think that that's a trap. So y'all tell me what y'all think. Have y'all ever played the bingo? Tell me if you've ever won, or if you've ever known anybody to get the $5,000 bingo, because I've never known anybody to get it. Y'all let me know in the comments. Yeah, it was a trap. It was definitely a trap. And I was so excited. Like, to be honest, I can't even be calm in the bingo, because I'm trying to make sure that I don't miss anything. So it's nerve-wracking when I'm trying to make sure I'm dotting all my little numbers and everything, because you would feel really bad if you won and didn't say anything. And they're not going to say anything, if you miss a number. They're going to be like, oh, well, she's not paying attention. So, I don't know, it makes me nervous. Yes, it is the Trap Queen. And do you remember, Miss Bird? It was so many people in there. It was so many people. And if you go and count, I think they have at least 200 to 300 people in the bingo. And if you think about it, that's what, $20, at least $20 for the bingo cards. They're making some serious money off of bingo, and they're never going to give you the jackpot. So that's one of my pet peeves, because I don't think a deal is a deal. And then if you've ever now I know Carnival does like this jewelry brand. Yes, very serious about bingo. Very, very serious. And so Yeah, it was just too nerve wracking for me. I didn't enjoy it. I was trying to win so hard that I didn't enjoy it. Oh, and by the way, if y'all play Mega Ball or whatever it is, I don't know what it is, but I think that the drawing for Tuesday is going to be really high. So if you buy lottery tickets, I don't know what states y'all live in, but I know in Florida it's going to be like really, really high. Like almost, I don't know, it's like almost $1 billion, I want to think. I want to say. So I'm going to get me some lottery tickets. I never know play the lottery, but I'm going to play this week. So there you go. What was I gonna say? All right, so my last little pet peeve, I have to tell y'all about a story. And Miss Burr, she was actually there for this. Now, Carnival, they give you all these little flyers and stuff about these sales that they're having. And I was like, okay, so we didn't have anything to do. We didn't have anything to do, so we were like, okay, let's just go shopping and see what the sales are gonna be. So we ended up in this store called Effie. Now, I think I only hear about Effie on cruise ships. I've never heard about Effie like in stores, like Macy's or just the department stores. Like I've never heard about Effie. She's laughing because she knows where I'm going with this story. So anyway, we're shopping and looking at stuff, and the lady was like, "Oh, come in. We have this sale going on, and it's 70% off today. So it's just today. So let me show you something. Do you want to see something? It's 70% off. Let me show you something." So I'm like, okay, I'm a bargain shopper. I'm always looking for a good deal, right? So I'm like, 70% off? Okay. Maybe we can work with something with 70% off. So I'm looking, and then I was telling the lady, since my birthday's in August, I wanted to get a new birthstone. So she's like, "Oh, I have it for you. Let me go show you the jewelry that we have." And she was so excited. I mean, I was getting excited too because I thought I was getting a deal. So the lady comes and she gets the ring out and she puts it on my finger. She's like, "Oh, this is so beautiful. It looks so nice on you." And she's just talking to me, and I got my finger out. I'm just looking like, ooh. August crystal. So I'm like, "Oh, this is nice. Like I really like this." And it was now I have chubby fingers, you guys. Like I'm a big girl, so y'all know. And rings don't normally fit me. So this one fit me. And I was so happy. I was like, "Oh my gosh, like I'm going to get a really nice piece of jewelry." So I'm just going on, and me and the lady, we're just chatting it up. And then I was like, "Okay, so, how much is this ring?" So this is how I knew that this was a trap. She has to go get her calculator. And I'm like, all right, so if this is 70% off, like, there shouldn't be a need for all this math to be going down. So she goes and she gets her calculator. She's just, typing away. She's just typing away. And I'm like, okay, so what's happening? So yes, Miss Amber, listen, Amber deserted me at that point. Listen, when the calculator came out, she was gone. I'm like, where is she going? Like, she's gonna leave me, and I'm about to get a nice piece of jewelry here. So she's gone. I'm in there by myself with this lady and her calculator, and we're trying to, figure out what we're gonna do. Now, in the meantime, I still have the ring on, and she's talking and talking and talking. So she's like, okay. So I was like, okay, so how much is it gonna be, with the discount? Make sure you get my discount in there because I want the discount. So she's going on and on. She goes, "Oh, so this is the price, and it's 70% off." And she came back and she said it's like $980 something. And I'm like, so what's the sale price? She's like, "Oh, no. That's the price. Here, see, it's 900 and I don't know. All I knew was 900, and my hearing went out. Like, I didn't hear nothing else after 900. So at this point, I'm looking around for security because I'm like, listen, please take this ring off my finger. I needed the security guard to come over here and watch you take this off my finger and put it back for $900 after 70% off. No, ma'am. Like, how is that a sale? I don't understand. Like, and she was like, oh, but, and she's trying to tell me, I'm like, no, security, security, somebody come over here and help me. Amber had deserted me. I was all alone. I was like, please, lady, get this ring off my finger and please put it back because there is no way that I'm paying $900 for this ring. And I know it was a gold band, and it had the it's now the August birthstone is like a lime greenish color. It's really pretty, and I'm telling you, it was a beautiful ring, but not for $900 after 70% off. Like that was not gonna work. But I'm trying to figure out now, why are these people telling all these lies about how this jewelry is on sale, when they have already increased the price. I don't know how much they increased the price, but for 70% off and the price was still $900, like that wasn't going to work. So I don't know if you've ever tried to purchase anything at those little souvenir sales, but not me. Yeah. Yes. Yes, I was getting ready to be held hostage. Amber had to come save me because she was still talking to me about that ring. I was having no parts of it. Like, I really did not want to. I was going to spend $900 on one ring. Like, I'm trying to get a couple rings for $900. Like, I like the type of rings that I can wear for a couple hours and take them off. You know, I'm okay with those type of ring. I like fashion jewelry. Hey, $6 and going about my business. Like, $900, no, that's not gonna happen. So y'all watch out for those people that try to scam you, because those are not deals, and I think that is annoying. When you go in there thinking that you're gonna actually get a deal and you're not. The only thing that's a deal is when they have those $10 sales, and that stuff is so cheap that it's worth not even $10. So if you're ever looking for a deal, just go on the day that they have the $10 sale. Um, because if you go in the jewelry stores, they want at least $1,000 for any little thing. And to be honest, like, I really wanted something. I really was gonna treat myself and get me something nice, but not for $900. Like, no, no, that wasn't gonna work. Not at all. Not me. All right, you guys. So I've covered a lot of cruise pet peeves. So you guys tell me about some of the things that get on your nerves when you cruise, because I definitely want to hear about this. Tell me what you guys think. What are some things that really bother you? And I mean, it could be anything, like people, things, promises that they make you. Like, I want to know what gets on your nerves. Let me know in the comments. Yeah, let me know, Cam. I know cruising it's a really good experience. I love it. It's one of the best vacations I think that you can ever have. Best bang for your buck. But there are just some things that just get on my nerves. Yeah. Mhm. I've never really had an issue with rude people. Um, not really. I mean, I've seen people get into it. I've heard couples fighting and everything like that. And that's another pro tip. Don't go with anybody that you think you might get into an altercation with. That's just gonna mess up your vacation. If y'all are already having problems, don't take this sucker on vacation, because he's just gonna make it worse, and you're gonna be mad because you spent your money. Like, if y'all can't get along on land, you cannot get along at sea, because there is nowhere to go. So that's a pro tip. So So let's see. All right, so Miss Bird says people that travel with their personal cups. Hi, John. People that travel with their personal cups and they put them in the drink dispensers. And, that could be a health hazard because, like, I love this cup. Like, this is my best friend. Like, it's not a Yeti. It's the knockoff for the Yeti. But it keeps drinks really nice. So I know I see people with their own personal cups and they take them and put them, close to the dispensers or whatever, and I think that can I know that can cause health issues because not everybody's mouth is clean. So you want to make sure that you're getting germ-free drinks out of dispensers. So that is a really good point, Miss Bear. Yes. So yes, Miss Crystal, I agree. Don't let anybody spoil your trip because, hey, you paid your money. Leave them at home. Go solo if you have to. It's the best experience. Don't let anybody ruin it for you. So what else? What else gets on you guys' nerves when you cruise? Yeah. Yeah. I have actually never, knock on wood, I have been on cruises where a lot of funny stuff happens and I don't know why. But I've never, knock on wood, been on a ship where there was an outbreak of the norovirus, because being in a confined space, it really is easy for germs to travel. And so be cognizant of that. Wash your hands. Make sure that just take extra precautions. They have, hand sanitizer dispensers all over, the ship. So if you're walking by and you see it, just go ahead and put your hand under there, and you're not just doing it for you, you're doing it for everybody else. So, yeah, I think a lot of that comes with not washing your hands. So that is something that is definitely something you can be cognizant of. Okay. All right. So, anything else, you guys? I do want to let you know that me and Miss Burley TTC are working on a Facebook group for solo cruisers. So be on the lookout for that. I'm going to be getting some information together and putting it together. So if you have Facebook, if you use Facebook, or if you're a part of any Facebook groups, once it gets live, we're definitely going to let you guys know, and you can come join it. And, we'll be talking about different things all during the week. And, if there's any cruise news, we'll try to post it there, whenever we hear about it. So I think it'll be a good thing whenever we do our group cruises. We can post the information there. And, just that way everybody will have an information source. So if you are on Facebook, hopefully next week we'll have it all put together. So, you can join the Solo Cruisers Facebook group, and it's going to be called Solo Cruisers Connect. So the SCC group, that's what we're going to be. So be on the lookout for that. I will definitely let you guys know when it becomes live, once we get the page up. That way, you guys can come and join the group. And you can post some of your things in there. Probably gonna be talking about definitely cruise related things. We'll post some tips, tricks, things like that for solo cruisers. So just be on the lookout for that next week. Now, as far as a live stream for next week, you guys, is probably going to be more of a lifestyle chat again. We probably won't be talking about cruising, but I do implore you guys to join me next week at 10:30. We may have a special guest that will be with me, and I'm looking forward to that. So, if y'all don't have anything else, I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all good night. And y'all have a great week. And I look forward to seeing y'all next week. So, if that is it, I enjoyed you guys. I hope you enjoyed listening to some of my cruise pet peeves and got some tips and tricks. And I hope you guys enjoyed, because I definitely do enjoy doing the live streams. And it's fun. It's fun. I love interacting with everybody, and just building our little community here. So I will see you guys next week. Bye, Crystal. Bye, John. Y'all have a great week, and we will be back again next week to do it all over again. And we're gonna talk about some lifestyle things. So looking forward to that. Y'all have a great week, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.